Hi everyone, this is Annalisa with Inside Real Estate, and I wanted to show you how you can actually use your website within your own dashboard to do the same type of search a client might do on the front side of your domain. So what you're going to do is look to the left-hand side of your dash, click on Listings, and then search website. And this is where we can get into using some keywords that are built in via your MLS. So this is how we're going to go about doing it. So let's say I wanted to find all of the fenced yards in a specific area of town. And I'm going to maybe target dog owners or something like that on Facebook or my advertising. So I could say, well, you know what? I want to see all of the Orange County properties that are single family homes that have a keyword of a fence. And I could say fenced yard. So I can bring in these amenities that are directly off of my MLS and drop them in here. Now, of course, I can go through and add in my mins and maxes, bed, bath, etc. But while I'm doing this, I'm just going to click search. And the system opened up my own URL. So we can see up here in the browser, it has annalisa.orange.ecomls. So it has my name first, broker's name second, and then these are the results of the parameters that we entered in on that page. So it took us right to our website to see these results. So now this is a link you can actually copy and use on its own in a advertisement, or you can build a landing page generator to speak to something special like this. So we could go back to our dashboard and we could go to our lead gen, build landing page. Now, there's a few specific orders of which you need to add things in here, and there is a special training that really goes through this a little slower, but I'm going to try and pace it pretty well so you can keep up. This is the first time you've seen this. So what happens when you use one of these lead gen landing pages is you first fill out the submit button text, which lands on this orange button. So how are we getting people's attention? So we can be like, fetch, something like that, or fetch me homes. And when you click outside of this box, whatever you type here will land here. Now, this becomes the conduit of when that lead clicks this, where are we going to send them for this information? So we just created that link that was unique to Orange County and fenced yards. And we want to drop that here where it says URL after login. And when we click outside the box, that is what cements this link to this button. So it'll cement that action. Now, from here, we're going to skip hashtag, come back to that last across the top. We can say, do I want to require a phone number? Do I not want to require by clicking the little check or not? And we can choose a background. So we supply quite a few static backgrounds of which you can choose from. Or if you have a photo that you've taken of your own or have permission to use, you can actually pull a Google image from online. So I'll just put something like, happy dogs in fenced area. So we can look at these images. I'm just going to pretend that one of these is mine. So we'll take a picture, this picture, say. Now, if I want to grab the link to the JPEG for this photo, I just need to right click, open image on new tab. So now we see the whole image, and this URL up here ends in JPEG. I can grab this whole image link, copy it, take it with me back to my landing page. And from here, I can click background, custom background, and drop that link in. And the moment I click OK, that dog is gonna, there he is, happy smiling puppy. So now we want to be able to hashtag these folks to recognize everyone who responded to this ad, because hashtagging really is life within K Plus or even KV Core. Either way, whoever's listening, you really need to use these hashtags because they not only build in identification purposes for sorting, you can also connect them with drip campaigns when they register, get alerts set up, etc. They can do a lot for you. So let's just say in this case, I'm just going to call it Orange Fetch. That way I know when they look at these links, when I look at these people that came in and they say Orange Fetch on them, I know how they landed and what they were looking for. So click outside the box, save the information. So from here, anywhere I see text, I can change up my information. So it could be see all fenced yards in Orange County. And then you could leave it as free weekly list of hot buys in and around your town, free daily list. Myself, when I was a user, I always set people up on daily unless there was some type of circumstance where they needed instant, if, maybe inventory is slim, or maybe they're just not ready yet. They're kind of tire kick in. They're looking for a couple of years down the road. Maybe weekly is okay. So anywhere you see text, you can edit this information. These bullets do not lead anywhere. They are additional areas for you to add content. If you don't want a bullet here, which in some cases it's really not needed, you just double click them to ditch them. Now, do so with caution because once you double click to ditch, it's not going to come back until you start over. So now we have this looking like it should. We know we've got Fetch Me Homes on the orange button. We know the orange button is going to send people to the link to see property that's fenced in Orange County. We know when people register, they're going to get tagged with Orange Fetch. And when they click, this orange button, they immediately land on your dashboard because of the lead gen landing page. So now we can click Save on the upper right. This little pop-up warning comes up, and basically it's saying, hey, you know what? If you haven't given this the once over, you can't edit it after you've saved it. So really, really pay attention to this. Make sure it's exactly how you want it, and click OK only when you're positive it's correct, because you cannot go back and edit this. So now we have our finalized link up here, of which we can grab and utilize on social media. We also have this little green share that came up on the upper left. And within, you can choose to post on these social medias with just a click. Now, if you ever have any questions, anytime, you can contact support. And one last thing I think I'll show you here is I'm going to pop into our discussion group. And I'll show you what this looks like when it lands. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste my landing page in. And once this manifests, we can get rid of this link up here, and we could be like, woof, fetch, whatever you wanted to put here, and post. And this is what the final product is going to look like to your audience. So when they click on this, they land here, they're like, well, yeah, I've got 2 dogs. I need to get into a fenced area and out of this apartment. You could even target people who are in apartments who are dog owners to look at properties with fenced yards. So, people put in their email address. And because I opted to keep the phone number in there, I'll go ahead and type that in. When I click Fetch Me Homes, the system sends me immediately to those 255 results. And the cool thing is this is a live link. So no matter if I click on it today, tomorrow, a week, a month, as long as you have this URL happening, it will always pull the most up-to-date information we can possibly pull from your MLS. Have a great day.